Guys, 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 guys.
Stop.
She don't want you, bro. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Geek Muscle. I am your host, Drew. Has it ever happened to you that you meet a woman that you like and you guys begin to talk, you're having a great conversation, or so you think, and you think it's going all great and everything, but then all of a sudden you find out that it's been one-sided this whole time. She's not into you, or you find out that she's into somebody else. I'm pretty sure 90% of guys can relate, or they've gone through something like this at least once or twice in their lives. And it sucks, it really does. You know, it's never a good feeling to deal with rejection, but in a way you can't put the full blame on her. Because let's face it, a lot of guys assume that just because a woman is being nice and courteous to them, they think, she wants me, we're getting married, I need to find a ring. What are we gonna name our kids? Does she want a 2-story house or a 1-story house? Decisions. What do I do? But in all seriousness, a lot of guys do get ahead of themselves right away and they assume that a woman wants them just because they're being nice to them, and they eventually find out the hard way that it's been one-sided this whole time. That is why today we're talking about the 5 signs to spot that a woman does not want you. Sorry, boss. Number 1, if she vents to you all of her problems. Now, this one could be a little tricky because even with men that they're interested in, or men that they're already in relationships with, they're going to be open about their feelings and what they're feeling and or whatever problems they may be having. They're going to be open about that. After all, that is what makes a relationship more durable, you know, listening to each other. But what I mean is if she's talking to you constantly, non-stop about other guys. That's the type of thing that I'm talking about. Whether it's exes or men that they're interested in, or just about dating guys in general. If that's all she talks to you about and you go along with it, hate to break it to you, buddy, but you ain't helping the cause. You're just a gossip girl to her. Or a brotherly type of friend that she goes to for counseling whenever she needs it. So the minute that you're starting to suspect that she's probably just using you like a piece of tissue, or however you want to interpret it, that's when you have to stop, because she doesn't see a romantic bone in your body and you're just wasting your time. Number 2, one-sided conversations. Now, we're in the age where typically with friends or with significant others, 80% of the time we communicate via text messaging or through Messenger. A lot of people nowadays do online dating, and pretty much the only way for them to communicate is through, texting or Messenger, until actually meeting in person, of course. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's incredibly easy to know when you have an instant connection with somebody. And that's when you both don't get tired of each other's conversations, and each text message that you guys get or send is long paragraphs, and you guys could basically be talking 24/7. And if you guys are talking 24/7, what the hell is the matter with you people?
Get off the screen, boy. Go do some work. Do something productive. Go outside.
I'm just kidding with you. You can do whatever you want. Hell, I'm always on my phone. But yeah, in all seriousness, if you guys talk almost every single day non-stop for hours, then you know that there's something there. But if you're that guy that makes a huge amount of effort to make the conversation interesting, writing good paragraphs and everything, and all you get is an lol, okay, oh, that's crazy, happy emoji face without any context, or the most annoying one, oh, I just wrote an entire text message, a good, interesting paragraph full of information, and all I get is an oh. Okay. So guys, if you're in this position, don't force the conversation. You're only going to push her away even further, and she's not even going to want to be your friend after that. So if you start feeling that, you know what, it's being a little bit one-sided and I'm just getting really short text messages back, then just don't bother, just stop. You can still talk to her as just friends, but stop making effort into making it anything further than that, okay? Because you're going to just become annoying at that point. Just pushing it. So just stop once you notice that, or once you start feeling that the conversation's just not going anywhere, just stop. Number 3, distancing herself or finding reasons to fight or break up with you. Now, this one is more towards relationships in which it's already been established, and you're at a point where she's pretty much tired of you. She's done with you. She doesn't want anything to do with you for whatever reasons it may be. One of the early stages you start to feel like this is when you feel that she's distancing herself from you. You know, she's not wanting to see you as often, or she's not replying right away, or she's just she's not engaging in the relationship basically. But any little thing that you may do, even if it's the stupidest thing, she's gonna find a reason to fight with you about it, or even to more extreme measures, she's gonna break up with you. But why is this though? Well, she's just trying to find an out. Even if it's the dumbest reason, she's gonna use that as a scapegoat to just end the relationship. For example, I rarely ever bring my personal life into these videos, but you know, whatever. A long time ago, I dated this one girl, and I thought it was going great. I mean, at first it was going pretty good, but I was still gullible at the time. I did start to suspect that she was pushing herself away from me, and like I said, I was really gullible. I was just trying to force the relationship, trying to keep it alive, trying to keep it on life support basically, which is a total no-no. We shouldn't do that, as I said in the previous steps. But anyways, for her birthday, which was approaching at the time, I decided to get her this really super kick-ass gift. And not in the intention of wanting to, you know, win her back or anything. I was just trying to be, you know, I just knew that she would love it, and I thought that would be the perfect time to give it to her. What I was planning to do was get her the gift and surprise it at her door. That way when she comes home from work, she would see it. However, I didn't get the reaction that I thought I was gonna get. She said things along the lines of, "What kind of girl do you think I am? You think you can just win me over by buying me stuff?" Even though clearly half of the gift I made myself. And she pretty much used that as a scapegoat to just end the relationship right there. Which in a way, it's partially my fault because I was just forcing the relationship too much at that point. She was trying to get out from it. We should have just ended it sooner, just talked about it, you know, like mature adults, and just ended it. But no, I just forced it too much, and she used that one reason to just end it, you know? That's why you have to watch out for these signs if they present themselves, of course. So if you feel that your girlfriend is, you know, she's pushing you away, she's not, you know, talking to you as much, she's making excuses to see you or things like that, you start to notice those signs, and you're gonna get that gut feeling. You're gonna have that feeling that something's not right. Once you have that feeling, just end it. Don't push it, don't force it, just stop right there and just call it quits before it gets worse. Number 4, dressing slacker when she hangs out with you. Okay, so this one is a no-brainer, okay? Whether you're a guy or you're a girl, if you're gonna meet somebody that you like or that you have an interest on, it's pretty obvious that you're gonna want to look nice. You're gonna want to look presentable to get their attention. It's common sense. And I get it, once you're in a relationship and you get comfortable, you can be slacker, both of you, without any issue. I get that. But I'm talking about the early stages when you're not even dating. So it's like you meet a girl and you're about to meet her on a first date or whatever, even if you think it's a first date. That's the type of thing I'm talking about. So let's just say that you have an interest in this girl. You know, you have feelings for her, you want to take her out on a date. So you ask her to hang out, you know, for the first time. And she says, yeah, of course, let's hang out. So prior to the date, you get dressed, you look nice, you look freshened up, good hygiene, good to go. So you go see her, and she's dressed pretty slacker. She's either in sweatpants or in PJs, or she just didn't really make an effort to, you know, fix herself or anything. This clearly shows she has 0 to no interest on trying to impress you. Why? Well, because she just probably doesn't see you that way. She probably takes this dates that you got ready for as just 2 friends hanging out. So next time you hang out with this girl, just go slacker yourself. Don't get overdressed or anything, just go whatever. If she's gonna look slacker, why not you, right? And number 5, if you ask her out and she continuously makes efforts and you're trying to make it into a group thing. Okay, so let's just say that you meet a girl through mutual friends, you know, at like a party or at a kickback or just at a social gathering with friends, and you meet this girl, you know, she piqued your interest and you talk to her and you want to get to know her, and you know, she's pretty friendly and you decide that you want to ask her out. You know, you actually want to take her out and have one-on-one time with her and like get to know her and stuff. And she's like, great, I'm down. Let's tell everybody else. Let's tell so-and-so. Let's tell so-and-so. Let's tell them, let's make a group chat and make plans and let's do it. Yeah. Every time that you try to ask her out, she tries to make it into a group event. You know, she lets everybody else in the chat know, which pretty much tells you that she has no interest in, you know, pursuing anything further with you, at least not at that time. She either just, you know, either she's taken or she's just happy being single. She would much rather have time on focusing on with her friends, you know, getting to know you as a friend along with everyone else. So really don't take this personal, okay? So if you meet a girl through mutual friends and she constantly tries to make it into like a group gathering every time you ask her out, then chances are that she's just not interested in dating you, at least not yet. Don't push it either. Don't creep her out, you know, by forcing it too much, by constantly asking her out, or even worst case scenario, don't even tell her, how about just make it you and me? Like, at least, especially if it's early on, okay? And little by little, try to get her attention, talk to her, use ways to talk to her, like, you know, moments where not everybody is listening, just talk to her, get to know her, like that, you know, baby steps. And eventually, who knows, maybe she will pique your interest, or you're gonna pique her interest, I mean, and later, ways down the road, you can actually ask her out on a date. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm pretty sure there's probably more signs that you can spot when a woman doesn't want you. These were just pretty much the ones that just popped in my head right away, you know, either due to personal experience or just seeing it with other people that I know. So there you go. If you know or experienced any other signs, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, click on the notification button. That way you can know whenever I upload. And I'll see you guys in the next one.